And there we have Monogram's Predicta model. Or is it the Magnum Opus? A little different from the box art you've seen. Look in here. So let's take a look at it. Hey, what's up everybody? Paul here, Left Coast Model Car Builds. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's having a good week. We are back with Throwback Thursday. Today's gonna be a little different, not going quite as far back with some of the Barris stuff, some of the custom stuff we've been looking at, but we are going with custom. We are looking at the Monogram Predicta and a different version of it by Daryl Starbird. So I'm gonna flip this around, let you check it out. Give me 1 second. Alright guys, so this is a model I helped my oldest daughter build probably back around, gosh, I'm going to say 2000, maybe 13, 14. So my oldest daughter, similar to Belle, grew up around the car stuff, pool, billiards, and she had a liking to this. She still does, just kind of young adult getting situated in life. But I think as she gets situated, I think she wants to start building again. So this was one we came across. She saw the Predicta. It was a kit that I had out. I think I was actually looking at stealing the wheels out of it. And she saw it and liked it. She liked the bubble top. Well, around that time, going through some older magazines cleaning up, I found this in a street rodder. So this is Daryl Starbird, who built the Predicta, and they had an article on him, along with this car, which here we have the Magnum Opus, as you can see. So she had wanted to paint this a blue, but she liked the baby moons. And we saw this, she says, hey, I want to build something like this. She actually built this here. Let's see. Pretty basic, out of the box. Pearl white interior, House of Colors True Blue Pearl. You can see the hood's a shade darker than the body. That's one thing with these pearls, that your coats, I think I've mentioned before, have to be really even, your spacing, or this is what happens. But again, still a great looking model. So she built this, took it over to the NNL, forgot what year it was, set it out with the magazine. She ended up getting the Youth People's Choice. It was really cool. She was pretty stoked about that. Let's flip this guy around. Kind of see some of the work. Again, pretty basic kit. Nothing too fancy. Just a fun one. After she started working on this, I kind of thought, man, I want to build myself one. And then the other day I was looking through some of Gary Steed's stuff, good friend of mine, and I saw that he had built one similar to this. So I told him I'd get something up on this here shortly so you could check it out. So let's look at a little bit of the information here. They tell us on the car in Daryl Starbird. So this was originally started off of a wrecked 57 T-Bird, from what I was reading. Talks about all the different custom stuff to it. Really a cool design. I remember picking up a few of these, and I mean, the box art's cool, the way the car is, but when you look at it like this, I mean, it's really just a really nice custom. You know, really kind of brought those bubble tops forward with some of the other customs that followed. And what's cool is, I know that not quite an old book, this is a 2009 issue, but they talk about some other stuff with Daryl Starbird here. The little coffin, which is another one of my favorites. There you go. There's some in progress work on that. Some really cool stuff that Starbird did. I know I've got some stuff on him and some other books that we'll get out here on one of these Throwback Thursdays. And there's your Big T, your Monogram, and kind of a quick little, Monogram Models approached Daryl in '63 to build a full-size version of their Big T model kit for a sweepstakes giveaway. So I'd love to win that. I don't know about you guys. Once awarded, the car never resurfaced, and Daryl replicated the car with the Predator performance. With Predator performance to its original glory as seen here. That is just sweet. Very cool. Kind of gives me a whole nother appreciation for that model. And of course, a little coffin. Beautiful custom there. And then, again, 2009 Builder of the Year. Very cool. So I had this out. There were a couple other things that caught my attention here. Street Rodder was always a cool magazine. I always enjoyed it. I have a whole bunch of them here, but really cool because you get the rods along with some custom stuff and a lot of that earlier style of builds. I mean, stuff like that, that is just sweet right there. Let's take a look at a few of these other builds. Nice, what was that, early 53 Chevy there? Pinstriping stuff. Look at that kid getting down there. Very cool. Detroit Autorama. That's definitely a cool show. I remember seeing some stuff on that before. I have to touch on that in another episode, but there are just some really nice vehicles. I mean, just awesome examples of, some of the stuff that, at least for me, kind of motivates me when I'm looking at and getting ideas for builds. Look at that shoebox right there. Really clean. Really nice. A little more modern style. Nothing wrong with that. 57th Detroit Autorama. These earlier, we got some older street rods. My pops had picked up back when I was a kid and probably before my time, that have the old model car stuff. The in scale stuff. I'll have to get some of those out sometime. And go through them. There are a couple other things that, if I remember right, caught my eye when I was flipping through this. After the Daryl Starbird stuff. One second, and look at that, is cool. '60 Buicks. Very cool cars. A friend of mine's building one right now. A little more modern style, but really cool. Nice little roadster there. That's cool, little Coker tires add. Beautiful roadster. Love that style of car right there. Yeah, some of the cars I even had in these ads. Look at that thing. That's wild right there. Another nice one. The New Tradition. Really cool stuff. Yeah, I mean, I always enjoyed these car magazines, but when you tie it into potential ideas for building something in scale, yeah, it just adds that much more to it. You know, to me, that's where I start picking up on other details that if I'm just looking at this as a auto magazine, I might flip through and miss. I don't know about you guys, but you know, these magazines, old, new, just great source for ideas. Flatheads for Flatheads Part 1. Novice's Introduction. That's probably a good read right there. There we go. Very cool. Early iron, I remember that, and just after this used to be the scale model stuff. Forgot exactly what year they stopped doing that. Then you have these cool drawings. Were always neat, and they have a lot of ideas you can get right in there too off some of them drawings. I know I've used them a time or two for build ideas. And the rest of this thing is pretty much just ads. So again, that's the Street Rodder featuring Daryl Starbird, 57th Detroit Autorama. I think it was around a 2009, July of 09. And that's where we got the idea kind of for that. All right, so give me a second, guys. Got a couple other quick things and we'll wrap this up. All right, guys, so I think that about wraps up our Throwback Thursday. Hope you enjoyed the quick little walkthrough on the Daryl Starbird, the July issue of Street Rodder back in 09, and my daughter's Predicta build. That was a fun one. Looking forward to building one myself. We have one around here somewhere. Used to be right here. I think it got moved. Started. It's silver with a little bit of green fading. Just something we were playing with. Don't know if it'll ever go anywhere or not. Otherwise, shop cards are on their way, so I should have those by next week, if not the end of this week. I will be mailing them out to the folks I've received shop cards from. I've saved the envelopes. I've got the addresses. If anybody else would like one, let me know. Shoot me an email. It's in the description. leftcoastmodelcarbuilds@gmail.com. Any questions you have on any of the videos, we've got the quick, or not quick, but the back to the basics build series going on the 37 Ford, which has been a lot of fun. Be getting the next chapter up on that hopefully tomorrow sometime. Trying to drop them back so they're not a full hour. It takes a long time to upload and buffer those out. Hopefully it's not boring you guys too much. Trying to really walk you guys through the basics of, you know, what I look at cleaning parts and everything else. Couple other things coming down. I've got an idea for a group build through my channel, debating on if I should wait till it grows a little more or just throw it out and have some fun. I know we all have group builds going. I'm assuming they continue to go year round, so I don't know if there's a quote-unquote perfect time to drop that. So watch for that coming up. Appreciate anybody that's interested jumping in. I'll go over more on that in a separate video, though. Should be a fun idea, I think, something a little different. And otherwise, I think that's about it. I hope everybody's having a good week. Hope you guys are getting some bench time in, some family time. And remember, check out our supporters here, Scale Finishes, Hobbynut Models. Descriptions are down below. Let them know Left Coast sent you. And happy Thursday, all. We'll catch you guys later.